Okay, so you want to know, can you teach yourself to sing? Hey, welcome to Rock Your Best Vocals. My name is Jim Chandler. I'm going to do a quick video as a follow-up to my previous one was learn to sing rock for free. Now, somebody had a really good question about rock legends or just singing legends in general. What about those people, they said, what about those people that have taught themselves for free? Now, and that was a great question. I really appreciate you posting that. I'm not calling out their name because A, I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce it correctly, and B, I don't want to just call them out. But thank you for asking that question. I think it's a really good question, and I think it's going to help a lot of people. That's why I want to address it. Yes, you can teach yourself to sing. And the question that somebody had again, as I started to allude to there, was I said, you want to teach yourself to sing rock for free? You're spending a lot of time on YouTube trying to learn, and it's just wasting time and money and effort, and you could be learning things the wrong way. So I recommended in that video to go and take a course from somebody who can give you one-to-one feedback on your voice so you know you're doing it correctly. Okay, so especially with rock, there are a lot of different types of techniques that you could use, and you can use them incorrectly. Even singing incorrectly can actually damage your voice. So it's really good uh, for you and good practice to spend the time to go and take lessons from somebody who's really going to teach you and teach you correctly. Okay, but let's just address it. Can you teach yourself to sing for free? Yes, what about those legends that go and teach themselves to sing for free? They do it on their own. Okay, so my first point was yes, those people can do that and they have done it, but they're not going to be the ones searching on YouTube for how to teach themselves to sing or how to learn for free. They're not going to be on YouTube looking at videos. Why? Because they're going to just teach themselves. It's like, let me give you, it's the equivalent of somebody who is healthy, or they just say, I am going to be healthy. So I'm going to run every day. I'm going to do like push-ups and pull-ups and stuff like that. They're not going to go onto YouTube and go, how do I get fit and healthy? They're just going to do it. They're committed to doing it. So to bring up the point then, for rock legends and things like that, or just legendary singers, they just go and do it. They just teach themselves how to do it. Now, when I was growing up, okay, when I taught myself how to sing, we didn't have YouTube. So like there was no resource for me to do that. In fact, like I didn't even really think about that there would be all these tutorials on YouTube before I even started my channel, because one of my students said there's a guy on YouTube. His name is Ken Tamplin. So shout out to Ken Tamplin. He's one of the OG guys that have been on here since day one, I think, teaching people how to sing on YouTube. He's been, I think, it's like 12 years, maybe something like that. So that's a long time. But I didn't even know such a thing existed. One of my students said, you should do YouTube tutorials. And I thought, okay, what? Like, it didn't even occur to me to go and look, because I had always just taught myself how to sing a different technique by listening to the artist and kind of trying to emulate. If you want to learn a little bit more about how I taught myself to sing, I'm going to do a follow-up video on this. So like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell, and I'll get into that a little bit later. I'll do another video later on how I taught myself to sing and how you can teach yourself to sing. But it is always a good idea to make sure you're learning from somebody who knows techniques that are going to teach you how to sing correctly. Because let me give you an example. Teaching myself how to sing, I learned different techniques, but I also did some damage to my voice by implementing those techniques incorrectly. Okay, so I learned over time. I said, okay, well, how to fix that? Okay, so I did some damage to my voice. Now, it wasn't permanent damage, but I did a lot of like kind of short term damage to my voice, and hurt my voice when I really didn't have to. If somebody taught me how to sing correctly, then I would have never had to do any damage. Now, some of the damage I think is long term because, like, I've a raspiness in my voice that's hard for me to dial out of. When I want to sing in a non raspy style, I can do it, but it's harder for me to dial out of that. So that's something that a vocal coach can give you one-to-one feedback, direct feedback on, so you don't actually do any short-term or long-term damage to your voice. Anyway, so that's just a quick follow-up there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see on a later on video how I taught myself to sing and how you can also teach yourself to sing some advanced rock styles. But again, I'm going to caveat that to you should really take the time to find a vocal coach that you resonate with that's going to be able to give you feedback on your voice so you make sure you're doing it correctly so you don't do damage to your voice. But you can do it. I'm proof that you can do it, but it took a long time. So if you want to take a long time, then you can go and figure out how to do it yourself. But if you want the quickest straight shot to getting all the best tips and how to make sure you don't do damage to your voice, if you want to overcome any difficulties that you may be already having or you want to make sure that you don't do any damage, please click some of the links below. I have a free course down below, and I also have a paid course that's Master Vocal Program is what it's called. And I teach you all the tips and tricks and everything that I've learned, including and especially some mindset techniques that will help you to learn and use all of these techniques as opposed to just looking through books and books and just reading like the content, okay? So a lot of courses would just give you tons and tons of content. They'll give you weeks and months and years worth of content. But if you don't have the context, if you aren't able to implement that into your identity and your habits and your values and everything like that that I teach in my Master Vocal Program, then you won't use all that stuff. You will have wasted your money. So anyway, click those links down below, and I hope to see you guys again. Thank you very much. Rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better. Thank you.